So yeah, good evening. Yeah, so good evening. It has become rather difficult for me to be consistent in my presentation on this program for various reasons, but mostly I think I'm also confronted with the issue of where we are going. I think I'm also confronted with the issue of where we are going. I know where we are going, but then, sometimes you need to be very careful when you release information to the public. So, in short, all I'm trying to say is that I'm trying to be careful on what I bring out, because I might bring out something prematurely. Or I might preempt something. So I'm being careful not to talk too much so that I may not release information at a wrong time. I want to tell you that that plan B, and this I say plan B from my point of view. I'm not ashamed to say from my point of view, that plan B from my point of view is actually very real. That plan B is very real. But at the moment, it's not an issue that I can bring out to the public. It is not an issue that I can bring out to the public. It is not yet set. It is not yet ready. It will be ready, and when it will be ready, you will just see the action, and I will tell you to say, this is what I was telling you. So I'm being careful nonetheless, not to talk too much, lest I slip out some information and jeopardize the plan B. But plan B, ekoidi mwevantu. Plan B, ekoidi. Before I get into my main issues, let me just talk a little bit on some of this issue, some of these, like by the way issues, so that I warm up, then I start, hammering on those issues. I've got a lot to say tonight. But so, as a warm up, I just want to tell some of my brothers and sisters, those of you who are always saying, come back, come back, come back. Nami papata. And I'll keep responding to this. I'll keep talking about this. Muve perefi, I will not come back to Zambia to come and suffer. Muve perefi. Why do you want to claim, like Zambia is heaven on earth, when you yourselves, you are just suffering? You are busy. Hey, home is home. What nonsense? Nonsense. Ule chula for muntu la chula. Ule chula for Mozambique. Yo, hey, come back. Hey, come back. Hey, come back. Relax. Let me enjoy my life here. Let me enjoy my life. Apart from, being scared of going to jail. I mean, life here is good, guys. Life here is good. It's good. Life here is good. Yeah, of course. I mean, home is home, that's for sure. I will come back at the right time. But I'm telling you, I am better off here. I am better off here, Mutwanji. I am better off. Although, utsapato to akuno tu nono. John Sengore for anyway, you know the actually. But otherwise, really, if you say, hey, come back, move you are just suffering, idiot. I'm not suffering. It's you, ule chula, not in. It's you, ule chula, not in. Ni mamule chula, not in. But anyway, getting to the issue. This issue is very delicate, Mama. This issue is very delicate, and I'm not a nice guy. I'm not a guy that wants to beat about the bush. I'm not a guy that wants to be diplomatic. I mean, that's not my nature. That's not my nature. For me, I just want to speak out things. I just want to, express my mind. But akakashupako kuranda fechinga nakashupako kaisho akanakashupako turesenguluira mukulanda. We are failing to come out clearly. But truth be told, guys, we have a problem in the opposition. I will talk about Kawambwa and blah 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 blah. But I want to be very honest and realistic that we have a problem in opposition. We have a problem in opposition. Hakainde Hichilema is not a problem. Hakainde Hichilema is not a problem. The problem is with the opposition. So we are busy complaining, but in them Shinka, Hakainde Hichilema is not a problem. Because Hakainde Hichilema is reacting or is taking the opposition based on, their weight, based on how they are. Hakainde Hichilema is treating the opposition based on how they are, based on how weak they are. That is what Hakainde Hichilema is feasting on. I want to make this point, right from the start, that the problem is not Hakainde Hichilema. The problem is the opposition. The problem is the opposition. That is the problem. And Hakainde Hichilema is taking advantage. He's taking advantage of the position of the opposition. That is what he's taking advantage. If the opposition is strong, Hakainde Hichilema would not be behaving the way he is. He wouldn't be. He wouldn't be coming out with that pomp that is coming out with a mature party. He would not be coming out the way he's coming out. If the opposition is strong, he would not be coming out if the opposition does not have a problem. He is feasting on the weakness of the opposition. And I can tell you that he will continue feasting on the opposition until heavens come. He will continue doing that. Hakainde Hichilema will not stop. He will not stop. He will continue. He will continue feasting on the weakness of the opposition. The challenge is, what is it that we should do to change the status quo? It is not Hakainde Hichilema that we need to sort out. It is ourselves. Once we sort ourselves out, then we can go to Hakainde Hichilema and confront him head on. But at the moment, we have a problem of leadership in the opposition. We have a problem in the opposition in terms of leadership. Now, I want to tell you something about this leadership, so that even you, some of you young politicians, would understand. In politics, it is not just a matter of saying, oh no, let's see, it's this one, it's that one. It's not just a matter of, what name comes up, okay, and then that's it. No. Leaders in opposition are made. Leaders in politics are made. Leaders in politics are made. And most of these people that we talk about, they were made by others. They were made by others. Leaders are made in opposition. Leaders are made. So it is not that leaders are made. They are made, what is required to make a leader. What is required to make a leader? First of all, it is the individual. The individual himself. The individual himself must be able to position himself as a leader. Then number two, they must be people that support that person. They must be people that support that person. And when you talk about people that support that person, then we also bring in the issue of resources. I keep talking about resources, and some of you think that I'm just money mad. No, I'm not money mad. If anything, I am a very humble person in terms of my life. I'm a very humble person. But I talk about resources because it's real. So these three issues, we need a person himself must be charismatic, must be inspiring. I'm telling you, this is just what it is. You must be inspiring. You must be charismatic. You must have people that will come around you and support you. You must have, and those people that come and support you, it is not just a few people on social media supporting you, and you say, that's it, I can be president. Forget it. The people that should surround you must have resources. These three issues are very, very important. They are cardinal. And we have a problem in these three issues. Somebody to be very charismatic. We don't have somebody that is charismatic. We don't have, and I'm sorry, Muifulwa, because I know some of you feel like Alembika pesa. I'm just being real. I'm being real. Let's be real here. Let's be real here. We don't have somebody that has come out charismatically. Somebody that is inspiring. I must say that, there are some, of course, not everyone is not charismatic. There are some guys who are coming out, they have come out quite charismatic. They have come out, there are some, they are there, they are there. They are there. Not that, but I'm saying, to come up. You get what I mean? There is a difference. I'm not saying that there is no one who is charismatic in our country. No. But somebody who is stepping forward. We don't have somebody that is stepping forward to say, hello, here I am. Here I am. And really inspire people. Really inspire the confidence of the people so that he can have the following. And when you have the following, you have the resources. We don't have. I am seeing names that are being mentioned. Yes, some of these guys, yes, they can be charismatic. But, stepping up and be counted. Stepping up and be counted. Stepping up to say, here I am. And I say this in recognition of the gift that God has given me. If I were going to contest, if I wanted to contest 2026 general elections, I would start a campaign, and I can tell you, within 1 week, within 2 weeks, the whole country will know that Tayali is standing in 2026. The whole country will know that Tayali is standing in 2026. But who is coming out to say, here I am? Who is that one coming out? Who is that one coming out? Can somebody step up? Can somebody really step up? Can somebody step up? Na papata. I'm saying, can somebody step up and say, it's me? Let's face it. Sometimes I like the courage of Mao Sampa. I'm not endorsing Mao Sampa, but sometimes I like the courage of Mao Sampa. Because Mao Sampa, in his confusion and whatever, he does shake things. He does shake things. He does shake things. I am not endorsing Mao Sampa, but I'm just telling you that when you mean to do something, you need to step up. You need to step up, and such that people see you that there he is. This is his intention. So sometimes, when I'm giving an example, not that I'm endorsing Mao Sampa, I'm not endorsing Mao Sampa. But Mao Sampa, if you look at where he's coming from, Mao Sampa was a nobody. He was a nobody. He was a deputy minister. He was not even a full minister during the time of Basata. He was not. Okay? He was not. And Mao Sampa, from nowhere, he put up such a spectacle during the time of Basata's death. He put such a spectacle, and he became prominent such that he had to negotiate with Edgar Lungu. Where did Mao Sampa come from? Where did he come from? So you need that kind of craziness. I am not endorsing Mao Sampa, but I'm telling you that if you want to do something, you come out like that. Sometimes you need to come out like that. So who is that one that is coming out? Who is that one that is coming out? Now, on this issue of coming out, the problem that is there is that a number of you are sitting waiting to say, no, therefore our Edgar Lungu wants to endorse. You are waiting for our Edgar Lungu to endorse you. Let me tell you, stop counting on Lungu to endorse you. Stop counting on Lungu to shape your political future. I tell you, stop it. Stop it. Just step up on your own. Nganawi Pima, if you really want to be there, can you step up? Can you step up? Step up and let people see you. Start the campaign now. Start the campaign now. If you want to contest 2026, start the campaign now. Let us see you. Let us see you. Don't start looking at Balungu, because there is pressure already. People now, after Bamona to Balungu, the eligibility case went against him. Now people are trying to, position themselves going around Balungu so that Balungu would come and endorse you. I can tell you, Balungu will not endorse you. Will not endorse anyone. I can tell you that. Balungu will not endorse anyone. He will not. Balungu will not come out and endorse you. In other words, what I'm trying to say, he can endorse, I think maybe let me put that correctly. Balungu will not come and, call out a name. Balungu will not call out a name to say, hey, ndefwa Brian Mundubire. He will not do. Hey, ndefwa ya mtoto Kafwaya. He will not do. Hey, ndefwa ya Katwishinga Nikanika BF. He will not do. Hey, ndefwa ya Harikalaba. He will not do. He will not do. And some of these things that I say, they just happen just like that. They just happen just like that. You may not like it when I say it, but it is just the truth. If you are sitting waiting for Balungu to call out your name, that you are the leader that he has chosen, mube perefi. Balungu will not come out and call out your name to say, therefore Chilufya Tayali. Forget it. He will not do it. So, the onus is on you to bring up your name. To bring up your name. Once you bring up your name, at one point, then Balungu will endorse you. This is the way I look at it. This is the way I look at it. Somebody at Binwe Mpundu is the best. Fine, let him come out. Let him come out. For me, I'm telling you, right now, right now, I am at 0. I am at 0. I've got people that whatever I prefer in my mind. But I mean, at this moment, at this point in time, people need to come up by themselves, first of all. People need to come up by themselves. First, they have to come up by themselves. Then, we will support them. I am not going to call out names, this one. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Let those people who want to step up. Let those people who want to step up and bring out their names to say, it's me. I want it. And not look at Kuri Balungu. Listen to me very carefully. Don't wait for Balungu to call out your name. Balungu will not call out your name. He will not call out your name. He will not. Step up yourself and act as if Balungu is not there. Act as if Balungu is not there. Just step up. Balungu ngabamona tawe uyu nam ale moneka kwa tishanishan. Balungu then will endorse you. Balungu then will endorse you. But vice versa, where Balungu is coming out, calling out your name, tafyaka chitike. What you need to do is step up and let Balungu now come up to say, I think in one can, this is, yeah. The truth of the matter is that Balungu is a factor in our politics. Balungu is still a factor. Balungu is still a factor. But let's face it. Let's just be honest with each other here. Hakainde, as long as Hakainde Hichilema is in State House and the status quo, the political landscape is what it is still what it is in Zambia, there is no way Balungu is going to be on the ballot. Hakainde Hichilema will not allow Balungu to be on the ballot. Therefore, I'm never fetching kafie. Let's not have some false hope. Let's not have that. Let's not have that false hope. No. I know somebody will say, no, it's true. It's true. But where we have reached and the way things are, Hakainde Hichilema will not allow that. Let us stop lying to each other. Let us be honest. Let us be honest. Hakainde Hichilema will not allow Edgar Lungu to be on the ballot, because once he does that, that's it. Once he allows Edgar Lungu to be on the ballot, that's it. That's it. HH will go. The moment Edgar Lungu will be on the ballot, HH takavutunge. He will lose an election. And this is politics, Vane. This is politics. Sometimes you need to be realistic and consider that Hakainde Hichilema and the people around him. This is politics. Politics is not nice. Politics is not nice, Vane. Politics is not nice. Politics is not nice. So don't pretend that there will be an angel that will come out of Hakainde Hichilema. No ways. Don't pretend that Hakainde Hichilema will be gracious. Will be that gracious to a point that he loses an election. He will not. He will not. And let's just be fair. Let's just be fair. Even if it was me who were in Hakainde Hichilema's position, I'm telling you, and I've got a contender like Edgar Lungu, I will also do that. Let's just be honest, but let's be honest. Let us not pretend like I'm a politics, at no graciousness and whatever. Which politician in the world, the entire world, we will see a strong contender like Edgar Lungu and allow him to be on the ballot? Eh? Which one? Entire world, na kwa America konse. Na umona, but you muntu unakosa. The way Edgar Lungu is. The way Edgar Lungu is. Who is going to allow it? So, as much as yes, we can say, hey, Hakainde Hichilema, we need to be realistic. I am a politics. Nangfemi Balungu, I mean, sorry to say, he made his own mistakes. He made his own mistakes that he treated Hakainde Hichilema graciously. Balungu treated Hakainde Hichilema graciously, because even that treason case that you talk about, it was not as bad. You can talk about, hey, but at the end of the day, if that happened, if what happened to Balungu, if it happens today, you think HH kutabalekera ko Balungu? Eh? You think HH kutabalekera ko Balungu? If what happened, kuri HH, what HH did, do you think HH would let go of Balungu? He will not. But Balungu was gracious, and that was his mistake. In politics, you don't become gracious. Some of you even come up and start, abusing us. Hey, you are accusing Hakainde Hichilema of this. You are accusing Hakainde Hichilema of this. The cases some of us brought before Hakainde Hichilema were true. They were true. Those papers I was carrying to say, this is evidence. It is true, and it remains evidence even today. But Balungu and his government, they could not touch Hakainde Hichilema. They could not treat Hakainde Hichilema the way Hakainde Hichilema is treating them. They didn't. And that is their political mistake. Politics is a war, Muntuandi. Before the war of guns start, the war of politics starts. What precedes the war? That war that you see with guns, that war, what precedes it? It's the election. It's the politics. It is the politics. If the politics are against that war of guns, there will be no soldier that will go into war. But when the politics is right, when the politics agrees, then you will have soldiers going to war. So what starts is politics. Politics is a war. It is a main war. And ngawapwala, it's like, when the other gunners, if you are in a war, you have got a gun and your friend has got a gun. If you hesitate to pull the trigger, you are gone. If you hesitate to pull the trigger, the other guy will shoot. And Balungu hesitated to pull the trigger, a political trigger, and Mwimbe pesha tiyo refu kuipawa Hakainde Hichilema. Balungu hesitated on Hakainde Hichilema, and he fired and is out of power. And now Hakainde Hichilema is in power. You can't blame him when he say, do you think it is going to be easy to remove us? You can't blame him. You can't blame him. I mean, that man, 17 years, he was fighting, 17 years. Now, he has just gotten into power. First term. And you think it will be easy to remove him? I mean, you'll be foolish. Let's be real. Let's be real here. My politics side. Let's be real. It will be foolish to give, a red carpet for Edgar Lungu to go into State House. He will be foolish. I'm telling you. Let's be real. Let's just be real. All you want to say fear. It will be real. It is just that what it is. So Hakainde Hichilema is not going to allow Edgar Lungu to be there. He's not going to allow it. With the political environment the way it is. I am not saying it is not possible. Get me right. It is not, I'm not saying it is not possible. It is possible, depending on how the political environment is. But at the moment, the political environment does not look like it can put pressure on Hakainde Hichilema. If there is pressure on Hakainde Hichilema, I'm telling you, forget about the Concord, forget about the law. Forget. If the politics is right, if the politics is right for you, if the political wind is favoring you, you are even above the law. If the political environment is favoring you, you are even above the law, let me tell you. It is the language of you, the poor people, the commoners who talk about no one is above the law, no one is above the law. Let me tell you, people with political power, they are above the law, you can't touch them. I'm telling you. It is us. It is because we don't have the power in politics. If I have the power in politics, I'm telling you, tomorrow I can be on a plane coming to Zambia. No one would touch me. I'm telling you. If I have the political muscle, if I have the political, and no one is above the law. It is just in your mind. But I can tell you, people with political power, they are above the law. That is the reality. People with political power, even in America, people with political power, they are above the law. We are Donald Trump. Donald Trump, Donald Trump convicted. Did they manage to take him to jail? Did they manage to take him to jail? Kwa America. Donald Trump. They even convicted him. I mean, sorry to say, but this is just the reality. They convicted him. He's a convict. But he's going to be president. He's going to be president. How many politicians who did wrong things, but when they had the political power, they were removed? Sylvia Berlusconi kunanikane kuitan. Convicted. But later on, because of the political power, he came out. Brazil. There was a president who was in prison. He was removed from prison and put president. If you have got the political power, Mwana, you are above the law. If you have got political power, you are above the law. So, if you musaba ilati, yo, shan, the Concord has ruled. The Concord, I mean, my paper affair, that judgment, it's nothing if you have got political power. It is nothing. Even the Constitution itself, you can have the Constitution. But no, our Constitution says no one can do 2 terms, whatever. You just don't have the political power. If you have the political power, even the law can be changed. Look at Rwanda. Look at Uganda. Look at Putin. If you have got the political power, Mutwandi, there is no law that will stop you from anything. So, let us not console ourselves no, no, the constitution, no, the concord, whatever. Ninshita ukwete political power. When you have political power, Mundwandi, you are above the law. Hakainde Hichilema. Before he became president, he had that political power. That political power which stopped Avena Kampiongo, Avena Lungu to touch him. They were scared to touch Hakainde Hichilema. Hakainde Hichilema reached a point whereby they were scared to call Hakainde Hichilema, to summon him. They were scared to call Hakainde Hichilema to go to the magistrate. They were scared. They were scared to bring Hakainde Hichilema kuma court. They were scared. They became scared. And some of the cases that Hakainde Hichilema was facing, they were real. But because he had political power, Walungu and his government could not contain him. They couldn't contain him. So, in other words, if you learn that eligibility, analyze the constitution, the judgment, appeal, whatever, it's nonsense, it's useless, it's neither here nor there. It's neither here nor there. If you have got political power, those very judges that ruled against Edgar Lungu, those very judges, they can turn around and rule in favor of Edgar Lungu. If you have got the political power, Mundwandi, those very judges, they will turn around. Those judges are human beings living in homes right now. Wushiku, Balerio Wadi, I mean, forget it. Political power, Mundwandi, political power comes before the law. Anywhere in the world, it comes before. Look at it. Imo. So, but at the moment, much as Walungu has got the support of many Zambians, he doesn't have that political power. He doesn't have it. He doesn't have it. And that political power is in Hakainde Hichilema. And Hakainde Hichilema will not allow Edgar Lungu to be on the ballot. He will not. He will not, because allowing him that seat, he's going to lose. He's going to lose. So he will not allow it. So since he's not going to allow it, he's not going to allow Walungu to be on the ballot, let us stop cheating each other. Let us stop cheating each other. No, Walungu be on the ballot. No, Walungu be on the ballot. What power do you have? What power do you have to put Walungu on the ballot? That's why Jack Mwimbu is saying if they want, they can print their own ballot papers. It is true. It is true. But Avena Jack Mwimbu cannot talk the way they were talking. Cannot talk the way they were talking. If Edgar Lungu had commanded that political power that I'm talking about, they wouldn't talk like that. But unless that is not there, forget it. So you can say all you want. I've seen people jumping around. No, Lungu. Let's be real. Let's be real. Let's be real, man. I speak the truth. I speak the reality, at least from my point of view. At least I speak from, I want to be realistic. And the reality is that at the moment, I don't see Edgar Lungu being on the ballot with Hakainde Hichilema there. Look at what happened in Kawambwa. That Dunstan got those votes because of Walungu. Because of Walungu. So you can clearly see that Yumuntunak got support. And you think he's going to allow him? He's not going to allow him. He's not going to allow him. I am a politics. Ma politics. And if you're going to go, hey, Hakainde Hichilema, what? It happens everywhere. It happens everywhere. And I will keep mentioning, America, because that is where we talk about your democracy. We saw it. Donald Trump vale for kumuchinga. They wanted to bar Donald Trump. They wanted to jail Donald Trump. They wanted to jail him. But because he garnered political power, today is the president-elect and is going to be president. He fought. It is not democracy that installed Donald Trump there. It is the political power. It is the power that he built. The political power that he built, the pressure that he built, that has put him where he is. Otherwise, if Donald Trump was weak, if Donald Trump was like me, he would be rotting in jail right now. If Donald Trump was weak, he would be rotting in jail. He would be rotting in jail right now. But Donald Trump fought. He fought, he had the political power, and today Donald Trump is president-elect in spite of all those many cases that were on him. The guy was almost declared bankrupt. Donald Trump, he was almost declared bankrupt. He was going to jail, but he survived because of political power. It's the same thing which is happening in Zambia. Political power, we don't have that. We don't have it. And since you don't have it, let us not pretend. Let us not pretend. At the moment, no, we can't. We can't. At the moment, we just don't have it. Balungu is every day, back and forth to Major Street, back and forth to Major Kumakot. Kumakot. The wife is Mukot. You think if he had political power, the wife would be going back and forth to Major Street Chirabushiku? You think that would happen? By the very fact that we know Balungu is back and forth, no tuma call out, it should say a lot. It should say a lot. So, apata padi village sticker. If you are going to Balungu, and I am the number one supporter of Balungu. I am one of those people who was speaking a level rapport. Before any of you could say it out, I'm the one that brought it out in the public. I am the one that brought it out before any of you. Because some of you even be calling me names. Hey, you are whatever. You are not consistent. Before you, small boys and girls, brought it out, could dare talk about Alewo Rapo. I did. And I am being realistic that at that point, yes, because we thought we would build that political pressure. But we have failed to bring that political pressure for a number of reasons. Since we have failed to bring up that political pressure, I cannot continue saying, no, Balungu waka ballot. I mean, I'll be cheating myself and I'll be cheating you. I'm not like that. I'm not. And I'm not going to pretend. I'm not going to come here, no, just to impress a certain people and say things which I don't believe in. Therefore, Mbomba, I will not come here and say things which I don't believe in. I will tell you what I believe in. What I believe in right now is that I don't see Edgar Lungu being on the ballot. And that being the case, this is why I'm saying, let there be people that can show capacity. Those who can show capacity, let them come forward. Let them come forward. Let them show themselves. Let them show themselves. Stop pretending at Niwa Lungu. Stop it. Stop it. Just come out. Just come out. Let people see you. Let people see you. Come out. If you don't know how to come out, start consulting me. I'm here for you. Start consulting me. Start consulting me, but of course it is at a fee. My consultancy is not cheap after all. My consultancy is not cheap. My consultancy is not cheap. If you don't know how to come out, you want to come out and you have capacity, start consulting me. You can consult me. But the point is that capacity I'm talking about, maafu muntu wandi. Maafu, don't come to me to talk about what. You are wasting your time. You are wasting your time. You are wasting your time. Don't even dare. No, I want to be. Forget it. Forget it, because money, resources plays a big part. Some of us because we don't have resources. If I had resources, if I had resources, Hakainde Hichilema te changale. Tetangale, I've got all that it takes to push Hakainde Hichilema out. I have it. The only problem is that nishakwata maafu. That's why I push balaba kweta maafu. I am not even selfish. I'm not selfish. I am ready to work with those that have resources, push them. Because it's only if I work with those with resources, I push them. That is the only way I can also get into government and probably, be able to galvanize people with resources. I'm not saying I want to come into government so that I steal. No. But when you are in government, when you get into government, that is when you are able to interact with those people with money. Apa inshita, even Vakambwanga bali who were nothing, who were nothing before UPND became into power. Now Nibachirolo, because they are in government, they are being followed. You can see even on my Facebook page, if one of these people in government, they make a comment, they just make a comment. You see how people come in, liking, whatever. Tapani no muntu forward, but just because alikom government yaba Hakainde Hichilema, people follow you. So that is my strategy. It's very simple. I don't have resources. So since I don't have resources, I support those with resources. You call me Mushani Nabwali. It is true. No problem. I don't have a problem. It's part of my strategy. Mushani Nabwali, being a Mushani Nabwali is part of my strategy. I don't have the resources. Okotwa Fuma, but he was not a rich man. And I have never worked in an environment where I would be able to make money, like privatization. I have never participated in this kind of things. Me, I just work humbly. And do a lot of charity. So I don't have the money. So since I don't have the money, whatever. No, I don't. I'm realistic about myself. I don't have resources. But I've got capacity to push people. I've got capacity to run agenda. But don't come to me to run your agenda. Don't even dare. Don't even dare. These things need resources. If you cannot be able to, what is it? If you cannot able to afford my fees, are you going to afford, the chartering planes to run all over? Are you going to afford to buy vehicles to run all over? You can't. So my fees should be nothing. Should be nothing to talk about. So if you are coming to me, come with it. Don't even talk to me about what. Forget it. Don't dare. But the issue is that we need a leader to come up. We need somebody to come up. Somebody to come up. Tapali uli puapatu, ule fumatu, yale fumatapali. You can start mentioning them here and there. And I can criticize them. I can give you their strength and their weaknesses. I can just give you. You can start mentioning nani. You can. Tapali ule fuma. But if somebody comes out, I am sure even Balungu, we will support that person. If somebody comes up, if you really come out, even Balungu, we will support you. But don't bother Balungu to say, hey, endorse me. That will not happen. And Balungu will not do it. Balungu is a nice man. He's a nice man. He's not a man that, it has to be somebody, you have to have some courage to disappoint certain people, Look at Balungu's situation. He has got so many people around him. You think he's going to choose to say, oh no, therefore this one, I want Chilufya. I'm just giving an example. I want Chilufya, leaving out Given Lubinda. Look at Given Lubinda. Given Lubinda has held, PF through difficult times. I give it to him, Given Lubinda. Really, he has done so much. to stand on PF. So you think he's going to say, oh, therefore Chilufya traitor, and leave out Given Lubinda. But then again, if he says no, therefore Given Lubinda, what about Nakachinda? What will Nakachinda say? What about Mtoto Kafwaya? What about Brian Mundubile? So Balungu is in a very difficult situation. And to make it easier for him, those of you who want, come forward, be the ones to say, Ndech Chintu, and show capacity. That is how it is going to work. Otherwise, it will not just, we will have this problem until 2026. And 2026, it will be a walkover. It will be a walkover the way Kawambwa was. Kawambwa, what happened in Kawambwa? I mean, I'm sorry I know some of you might be looking for sympathy from me, but you're not going to get sympathy from me. You are not going to get sympathy from me in terms of somebody's mentioning Emmanuel Mwamba. Yeah, even Emmanuel Mwamba. There are a lot of them, but let them come out. But what happened in Kawambwa? I'm telling you, it's politics. I am sorry to tell you that what happened in Kawambwa is politics. You can cry all you want, you can complain all you want, but what happened in Kawambwa is politics. It's politics. UPND did their brutal politics and they got the seat. And if you start telling me to say, no, they did this, why didn't you do it? Why didn't you fight back? No, UPND beat up people. Why didn't you beat them as well? No, they chased the polling agents. Why didn't you chase their polling agents as well? No, ECZ, whatever. Why didn't you deal with ECZ as well? Why didn't you? Why do you want to always play smart when you know that UPND doesn't play smart politics? Why? Why do you want to play smart politics when you know UPND doesn't play smart politics? I agree. They used brutal means to get that seat. I do agree. But unfortunately, in a war, who determines the rules? In a war, who determines the rules? The war determines the rules. This is a war. You must know this. It's a war against the UPND. What we have in Zambia now, it is not democratic elections. It is a war. There is a political war in Zambia right now. And if you keep on, thinking that no, democracy, it will not work. It will not work. Hakainde Hichilema is not democratic. Hakainde Hichilema is a dictator. So Hakainde Hichilema, if he's a dictator, why are you talking about democracy and think you are going to win? You will never win. You will never win. Hakainde Hichilema is not a Democrat. He's not a Democrat. He's not. Hakainde Hichilema is a dictator. So why are you talking? Why are you complaining? You know that the leader who is there is a dictator. Why are you clinging on? No, democracy. Hey, whatever. Why are you doing that? Forget it. Hakainde Hichilema will not follow, will not abide by democratic tendencies. He will not. Yes, people were beaten. Sean Tembo was almost killed. I've heard the story of how Sean Tembo was stabbed by police. And indeed, who is Wakapokola? Wakapokola are being beaten by UPND cadres. Police are being beaten by UPND cadres. UPND cadres are slapping Wakapokola in uniform. What can Wakapokola do? Sean Tembo, when they chased him, he ran into a police post, Kachingan police station. And when he went there, they followed him there and they beat him up there in the police. That is UPND. So if you are going to be crying, no Bakapokola, no the police, the police also are limited. The police also are limited. Sometimes we put too much pressure on Wakapokola. You need to realize that Navena, they have got a limit. A limit by the fact that there is a command, what they call the command. They know. I mean, you think a police is going to protect Sean Tembo when the command is saying beat him up? Which police officer is going to protect you? So this issue of complaining against the malpractices and the violence of the UPND must come to an end. Must come to an end. What happened in Kawambwa? I mean, unfortunately, it is the politics under Hakainde Hichilema. That is the politics that is playing. And as long as you know you can't fight back, he will keep on winning. He will keep on winning. So we are going to Petauke. We are going to Petauke. Prepare yourselves. Prepare. Just prepare adequately. In every way. Prepare adequately in every way. That is the politics of Hakainde Hichilema. That is the politics of Hakainde Hichilema. So yes, you did what you did. And I congratulate you. I commend you. Not congratulate you. You lost. I cannot congratulate you. You didn't win. You lost. But I can commend you. You did what you did. You did what you did. But whatever you did was lacking. Whatever you did was lacking for you to claim that victory. Because if it was not lacking, you would have gotten that seat. Because that seat was yours. But you lost it because whatever you did not meet up to the dictatorship of Hakainde Hichilema. It didn't. Don't pretend that Hakainde Hichilema will run elections smoothly for you. He will not. He will not. He will not. Hakainde Hichilema will not. And what you are seeing, expect more in 2026. Expect more in 2026. So even those who are coming up, you should be strong. You should really have the capacity. Capacity. And when I talk about capacity, UPND, they were beating us. They were beating you. Who are those? Where did they come from? Where did UPND get the people to beat you up? Where did they get them? Where did the people that were beating you in Kawamba, where did UPND get them? They hired people. Those are hired people. Why can't you also hire people? Hire people as well. Hire people as well. Hire them. Hire them. You are going to Petauke. Organize those people. Organize those people. Organize those people. Make sure that when Hakainde Hichilema will be coming with his people, when Hakainde Hichilema will be coming, you'll be ready to welcome them. Start mobilizing now. Be ready to welcome those thugs of Hakainde Hichilema. Be ready. At Tayali can cause a war. No. It's not me who can cause a war. It's Hakainde Hichilema. That is the politics that Hakainde Hichilema is playing. I'm telling you. Those are the politics that Hakainde Hichilema is playing. And the only way to win is to play the same game. That is the only way. Chapwa. That is the only way. That is the only way. Otherwise, they will be celebrating, they will be whatever. Politics is a war. Politics is a war. Politics is not teavana. Teavana politics teavana. Politics teavana. Ndemieva. Kukawambo kunankane kupetauke. Get ready for them. Get ready for them. Get ready for them. Welcome them. Uria should be the first one. Should be the first one. To be welcomed. Welcome wakavuswe. Kuna mwaisa nifitwangala. Welcome them and show them how to behave. Welcome them and show them how to behave. They are beating you up. They are treating you the way they are treating you. It is because namubale kerela. Welcome them with both hands. Welcome them. Nanguniwaka pokola. Welcome them in both hands, with both hands. Welcome them. Welcome them. Let them come and welcome them and show them how to do things. Show them democracy. Don't complain. Don't complain. Don't complain. But you see, this issue also requires resources. That is the issue. This issue requires resources. It requires resources. Resources are needed. And this is why I'm even talking about the leadership. Because if the leadership is not there, it becomes difficult to mobilize resources. You need a leadership that is fixed. So that people now, we all trade dealing ananko. We all trade dealing ananko. You know? So that issue of leadership is affecting a lot of things. Even to mobilize resources, it becomes a challenge. Because you need a lot of resources. UPND is in power. They have got access to the treasury. So resources are not a problem for them. But you need to find a way of mobilizing resources. Resources to make sure that you have enough people, you have enough manpower to counter the lunacy of people like Abena Kabuswe. Because that is lunacy. That is anarchy. You need to quench that anarchy. You need to quench it. And you have no excuse in a constituency like Kawambo. You have no excuse. You have no excuse. You have no excuse in a constituency like Petauke. You have no excuse. Just start mobilizing now. Start looking for resources. Start looking for resources. If you are going to shift the whole Kanyama and bring it into Petauke, do it. If you are going to shift the whole Chawama into Petauke, do it. Allah. UPNG, they are getting people from everywhere. They are getting people from Southern Province, Northwestern. They are getting them and taking them into the by-election. And they start chasing you like rats. Allah, why are you allowing it? Why are you allowing it? Ama politics, te amo anoseka. Te amo anoseka ma politics. And complaining, crying will not help you. It will not help you. You just need to fight back. You just need to fight back. Hakainde Hichilema is not playing smart politics. He's not. So why do you want to play smart? Why do you want to play smart? Forget it. Just forget it. Just forget it. But you see, UPND is not even a strong party. UPND is one of the weakest party and government. UPND, Mungufwix, is one of the weakest party and government. Is one of the weakest party and government. Why do I say it's one of the weakest party? It's one of the weakest. UPND, they are very selfish. Only very few people are enjoying. A lot of the UPND cadres, they are suffering. Even social media. They only talk out of hunger. They only talk out of anger. They only talk with the hope that maybe they will get something. But really, many of the UPND cadres are suffering. Given the resources, I'm telling you, I would get half of the UPND cadres. Given the resources, I tell you, I can give you 6 months. Within 6 months, I will get most of the UPND cadres. Given the resources. Given the resources. The UPND cadres, are only used as and when they need them. Hakainde Hichilema is a capitalist. Hakainde Hichilema is a capitalist. He doesn't care for people. He only uses them like tools when he needs them. When he needs them. He only pick on these people when he needs them. But afterwards, so all those people that went to Kawambwa, yes, they gave them little bit. But now, after by-elections, now alabako. But if there is somebody who cares for people, like me, I care for people. I'm telling you, a lot of UPND cadres would come would come to me. Given the resources, UPND taishwa kusunga abantu. UPND doesn't know how to look after people. Even Kameri Matero Sugar. Katuma fe phone apa kala tumachira bushiki so apa kala tuma phone. Kala tuma phone, but really, what really does she have? What? Many of the UPND cadres, what do they have? But chula. So UPND is really weak. Is weak as a party. Then UPND is weak as a government. How is that? UPND is weak as a government because UPND has failed to deliver. UPND has failed to deliver. UPND doesn't have support. UPND, even winning a by-election, they are winning a by-election not because of anything. They haven't delivered. They haven't delivered. Even if akapokola vale chula, nina nushile chula mu UPND. Even if akapokola vale chula. Even if banani vale chula, including ama soja. Tuila vepano kuivepa. Tamufu anga kuranda what yo, don't talk about the soldiers. But it's true. It is true. The civil servants, including the defense, are suffering. I heard recently. I'm a soldier, but there is no food. Muma barracks, there is no food. I'm a soldier, they are making them knock off early because there is no food in my barracks. There is no food in my barracks. There are no uniforms. There are no uniforms there. There are no uniforms. Tabako tama combat. Uyu wa minako adish tama combat. But uyu wa isa ambok fmiamo. No, we can't give them these combats because study them. There is corruption. Mu defense, there is high corruption, big time. Big time. We can't, don't tell me no, don't talk about it. I mean, we are the taxpayers. We are the taxpayers. And if there is corruption in the defense, we need to talk about it. If the defense force are suffering, we need to talk about it. So UPND is one of the weakest government we have because they have failed to deliver. They have failed to deliver. They have failed to deliver to the Zambian people. So, really, it is a weakest government because if you really come up, whoever will come up nicely, I mean, who will easily run over UPND, I can tell you. Even those who are I'm telling you, they will be on your side. They will be on your side if you decide to take on UPND. If you decide to take on UPND, you come up properly, courageously. Not if you are mwenso. Not if you are mwenso. Courageously. If you courageously take on UPND, you will have a lot of people supporting you. You will have a lot of people holding you as a hero. I'm telling you, this is a fact. UPND is a failed government. UPND has failed to deliver to the Zambian people. It has failed. It is only a few who are enjoying. Majority are suffering. It is only a few who are enjoying. Majority are suffering. Anywhere you go, among the citizens, among the businessmen, among the civil servants, among the security wings, among the defense, only a few are enjoying. Majority are suffering. So anyone who takes on UPND will be held as a hero by the majority. UPND is the weakest government. Just a few of those who are enjoying. But the majority are suffering. Therefore, anyone who will take on UPND will be held as a hero. Will be held as a hero because many Zambians are suffering. Hakainde Hichilema kuti alevuruma filafina alevuruma. Hey, you think it is easy? It is very easy for Hakainde Hichilema to remove you. I can assure you. Hakainde Hichilema, get it from me. It is very easy for you to go. It is very easy for you to go. And why? It is easy for you to go because you have failed. You can be boasting that it is not going to be easy to remove us. You can be boasting like that. But ask yourself, what have you delivered to the Zambian people? What have you delivered to the Zambian people for you to be so confident that it is difficult to remove you? It is very easy. But Hakainde Hichilema, when you are boasting to say it is going to be very difficult, the Kapokola standing behind you is suffering. Is suffering. The Kapokola standing behind you is suffering. Those cadres who are busy, they only ate that day. Because you were coming, they ate. But mostly they are suffering. Mostly they are suffering. Your own cadres, they are suffering. So what is so difficult about removing you? What is so difficult? Ma resources veta to akwata fuivamu. Atkwata ma resources. Teti mu utunge wa Hakainde Hichilema. Teti mu utunge. Teti mu utunge. Yeah. At catch this chap. Yeah. Teka nyeni. Tamulafi kwako. Ine tamwaka njikate ine. You will not mess around with me. You will not mess around with me when the time comes. You will not mess around with me. You will not. You are very weak. Very weak. Where is Interpol? Because I've told you the truth. It is the truth. You are bloody weak. You are a weak government. A very weak government. And somebody will say, no, but you are hiding. Yeah. Yeah. I'm running away because I don't have the capacity. If I have the capacity, I'm telling you, tomorrow I would come and I would rock that country. I would rock that country. I would shake that country. I'm telling you, I would rock it. You cannot drink water. You cannot drink water. Not in. Not in. And give me time. My time will come. My time will come. But otherwise, you are useless as a government. You are a very weak government. You are a very weak political party. Very weak. Because your cadres are suffering. You are a very weak government because many Zambians are suffering. Everyone, including Wakapokola, Defense, they are suffering. So, where are you? Where are you for you to be boasting to say, it is not going to be easy. It is not going to be easy. It is not going to be easy. It is very easy. Your Kapokola, you saw that Kapokola who was complaining. You even fired him. Kapokola, the Kapokola, now because Nachichiramo, they are suffering. Bakapokola wale chula. But defense wale chula. Ask around Ngabufindebe. Muma barracks tamuli fiakulia. Muma barracks. And Ngachakowati, if those soldiers or those defense people, if they are enjoying, do you think I would know about it? Do you think they would be complaining? Yeah? Do you think they would be complaining? And you want to arrest me? Go and arrest the problems. Don't focus on me. Go and arrest the problems. You are focusing on me. No. Hey, he's talking too much. Hey, arrest him. Hey, put him in. That is not the solution. That is not the solution. The solution is you to go and fix the problems. Don't focus on me. Don't waste your time on me. Focus on the problems of the people. Focus on Mirimil. Focus on, Wunga, Finchina Finch. Focus on that. Focus on that. Tayali is threatening the peace of the country. It is you who are threatening the peace of the country by neglecting people that are looking after you. By neglecting the people that are looking after the country. It is you, not me. Not me. It is you. You are neglecting people. And as you are neglecting people, you think people will just sit and watch you babbling. Twali karakare. You think, for how long? For how long, Hakainde Hichilema? For how long are you going to sit on that chair whilst people are suffering? For how long? Anyway, I'm going to open phone lines. I'm opening phone lines. Naranda-san. You're free. You're free to come in and give your views. Hey, Chidi. So, those of you who want to become presidents, those of you who have got capacity, come up now. Not if I got Tampokula Ivepa, yo, Shani, Balungu, whatever, just come up. Hello? For the Didiash. Hello? Hello?
Mr. President, Vishan.
Bueno, Vishan, man.
Ifatiise bwino kuno ku Zambia kuno kwena budget lingane samwaranda na mfobuna na mranda kuzisa. Ndamuneli kama comments abantu baite mukuranda tuwere sonda weshasati chipuba tachikwete amani. Chera chiremona kwati shivare star president kwati na chena chiremfira mu bwino kanshinisha bonse chita includes. So if you learn the fishing, you buy the chain never go Petauki. What we special organize the shower and to have opposition, that is serious. YPMG, Teleconca Fesa, Chilufya ICZ, Narabosama polling agents, not in the pensions. How? We don't let a Pocora. Every chongonga is a very opposition. But YPMG, so happened 50-50. Quindi was a thing
Fish mwakula chitira chinshiteti.
Because then I can't have a trek from ICZ, one polling agents, what the one Mokemulia, every day they want like the winning an injury in Catalan. Was a cook in the Triparape. That's one pocket Chinia, Tavian, but in front of you, 40 years, not to win a car, but I can shut to your number.
No, thank
you so much, Mr. President.
Thank you. Hello?
Hello, Tayali. Mwagomba shani.
Wina family shani want.
I'm quiet. Awe, programu hii kabla muhimu sana. Epa mleranda na ine mkumita. Na ine narefaisha sana kuti varungu kudabe pabalo. Namba ukumona kwa UPAD ile mkakati tako chako. Ndipo mleranda tufo muntu wote ndatungira kuyowizi. Because moneni kukawamba kulya. Nali bengi ndala kawamba. No, but what's more side than progress? Because that's what I'm reading and I'm electing. How much did it say to afwe?
Nchachi ne nile sa tuafia. To afwe indeed. Na totera.
How na totera.
Hello? 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 Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Hello? Hello? I'm coming Bombe. Yeah, phone you in nature go. Oh, whatever that was. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please.
Mr. Dad, mwabo mashanda.
Wina from Awambe.
Wino. Nasapo kulanda kapali yine issue ya abanenso aba PF aba. Why wakosere sana kule dungirisha walungu? Is it that among them takuni kwa muntu uinge matawa ine? If option yes ya walungu taile womba ine kutina wapo. Why is it balekosere lafi walungu?
If they talk about it, let them come up. I'm sure somebody can come up. Let them come up. Let somebody come up. Really, let somebody come up. Because really, we can't go on like this. We can't.
Because my new time is there. In 2026 there, but if you are joke, badungu, mingarato, but there. So what the one before you started where no. Damn, yes,
Hey. Hello?
No, President Mongo.
We don't want to shine mune.
We know.
When Butushi Nandi.
Yeah, this is Tabareka Kokoma 10 years.
Tabarangara. Tabarangara Muguanji.
Yeah. Alright, our president Kulanta go from the land of Fineva opposition, you want so now for. Monsona Fula, Monefia Chikeromba Kawambwa. So, Bafila Pose Kwaman. Especially the natural and the political power, the party.
Political
power. Tina Noctina Hakainde, the Tabaletina.
Edgar Lungu balemu utuba iche turebula mabwe ture sakuli moto kwa Edgar Lungu.
Imagine.
Utuba iche twainda bamusebo twambo kula toba motoka. Mwana kuchuma poka
power head of state.
You. Mdara. Let's be serious, guys. Let's be serious.
Yeah, let's be serious. Kwangala bapena bapa kwangala.
Panono fe bamuita ku street. Panono bamuita kuisoko. Panono bamuita kuisoko. Imwe.
Kwati ni ule wa cancel omuntu.
Next mkomfati adisa kuloko court. Next balungu bakabeta kuloko court. Kwangala guys.
Hakainde bemsenda sana soft. Serious.
Ndala Hakainde Hichilema te wako senda soft yawe.
Kuimanankwe, if I go Kuimanankwe, no papa. Tidy bueno game.
Thanks, Mwana.
Okay, Natasha.
Hello? 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 The issue is that, hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
Mishati Batek.
Bueno from Nishan, man.
I'm calling from Norway.
You see, I'm a phone number, I'm a phone yamufialo. Yale pita fe bueno, number ma phone yam Zambia ale shupi ko kulanda, abantu bale shupi ko kulanda. Landeni mayo.
Le tengo ndande polero. Bataya from the player umfika na play umfawino. Olo mwantu katamlela na kule tulalwala. Songa mwalanzi kwa umfako tulofako wino. Number 5 defo kulanda kufika ko ebati. Alaba Edgar Lungu abantu bakosera tabayime beko kulwa. Abantu nga tabayime beka bene Zambia fyabene. Tapali pya lastika. Bene Zambia okwima noti balungu tapali pya nga star. Tapali ba tapo efindo mba ino tapali. Abena zande bakala umfate usine malia shit moalande tuwa umfa chapa moalande tuwa umfa chapa pati teva edga lungu le ntemo opposition yo filo kwima bantu abene bamzambe yo filo kwima
No
mwamona
nkashiyani
namba mulelanda wonse balasiminishati eveme pala imashali mwebene katamulelima kuka wamwoko baba poka amavotes abena Zambia nabekala so who's to blame kanshi
nomba umfwankashiyani
Empire.
Ulelanda bwino sana, and that's why I want to engage you, because ulelanda kwati ni politician, and therefore I wish wama politics efo yabo. Nkashiyandi abantu kuti balefo kwima nomba pa kwambira pala shupa. Wamoni abantu balafo kuti na chile bakalipa noko bakalipa chile banyonga balefo kwima nomba pa kwimina pa kwambira chila shupa wingiriremo nangu yoine ngo wali mu Zambia na wikala kumutendere wala imashani nokolea ni kwisa ukuya chita protest ni kwisa so abantu tabe mafie abantu babe miafie wachufwe chibembecho abantu tabe mafie abantu babe miafie na babe mia ma leaders ama leaders bafire bachita organize. For example, abantu ko bati beme bakolongane bafire pabo mwa bakolonganika abantu pakwati beme bafume kumutendere bale yakatushinga ni kukoti bafire pabo mwa bati basi ikwere ni umumu basi ture ni kwa kuti so it's missing
antu mfweni matali impianga chapali ikintunga fya shupa abantu balema isala ili muzambia mutawai kala pia vale isala ile woma ikinture shupa atfest ba president kwa tempia wakati booking na mamimbasi abantu wanakweti abako balelwa
iwe leka nkwebe nangwi fefine fyalolela ndapo kula wa machinery. Even the Arab Spring did not just start because somebody I'm telling you, there are people that are behind. I was there in 1989. Ile twa pushing the Hakainde to change the constitution. That one, it didn't just happen. Somebody has to start it. Once you start it, that's when people will join in. If you want back, pafile power
Tayali. Luchembe imine pali Hakainde. Imine peheka.
And where did you...
imine luchembe pali Hakainde. Takwa line mpia. Utuishi kuachila. Amazambia nsenga tawa ime pia vene. Wala kone nsala. Because mpia kone tapali wala shimune mpia na wakaka. Tapali kwa shire fuma. Na pala likuna kubula ya tule umfuwa kwa wati. Fintina fiko kuzambia. Tapali kwa uinga chita. Numbala Zambia fenga tawa ime bala letuwa kwa MPS aveni. Luavo. Na mtoni 26 waka fiko mbaba kesa chula. Because the Hakainde has no regret. After 2031. Nishapa temu yapwa. So, wama Zambia fenga tawa itatu organize muru sala yavo. Tapali fia la gumba.
Thank you, Nkashiyandi. Thank you.
Na tota batari kumpa kwa transfero.
Thank you. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Batari Mabombe.
Yeah, I'm Kwama Bombe.
Mwananje kuna cheno kwa program hii. Tanzania.
Hello? 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 Hello?
Yes, sir. Good evening.
So, Mkosa, how come your phone is direct, is clear, others the phone lines are not clear? Chilishan kanshi.
Naye nesingisapota vintu vamene sivipanga sense. So na phone ifika bwino kaya nifuna kamba va sense.
Kamba.
You see, I just want to remind you Tayali that vaediga lungu vamene mupatikiza. Nawe nango vamene vapatikiza vaediga lungu. You are destroying the man. You want to destroy the legacy of the man. Vaidigalungu, he has got nothing to offer to this country. He was given a chance to explain to the Zambian people Kawambwa Kuja what he intends to do if he really his plan Z work, which I don't think will work. He failed. He was just talking about Wachirango. He was talking about the things they did. People of Kawambwa and people of Zambia want somebody who will do something from now going forward. Okay? And how do you think you can win a game using an eligible player? The bunch of comedians that went in there to Kawambwa, Vene Sean Tembo, Vene Chamberman, Vene Peter Zigamba, Vene Dan Pure, are you sure they can win an election? You know, you guys, you are not just being fair to Vaidigalungu. Allow the man to rest, allow Vaidigalungu to start playing his role as a father of the nation. Moreover, he's the only surviving head of state, former head of state, I mean. He's the only one that we are supposed to look up to. When we have problems as various political parties, we go to him to seek wisdom. But because of you, Hakainde and others, Tayali, you are busy pushing the man, even at his old age. You want to be pushing him around. Now you are telling him to go to Petaoke. Are you not ashamed? I think you need to think twice, comrade. I think this is what I had this evening.
Thank you, Mkosa. Thank you. We appreciate your contribution, even if we don't agree with you. It's a democracy for us. Hello? 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 Fondera and Desh. Bambi, they are struggling. They are struggling to talk. Hello? Yashan Kanshi. Yamba phone yareba through Wino. Hello?
Good afternoon. Good evening.
Good evening.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, good evening.
Yes.
Yes, how do you allow people to come with the same Mr. Mukosa? If he has his personal opinion, he cannot force the will of the people on what he thinks. Governance is not about Mr. Hakainde or UPN, it's about the people. So if the people of Zambia want Edgar Lungu or want Chilufya Tayali, who are you? Yes, and they must know that everything is temporal. Leadership is not permanent. That's my advice.
Thank you. Hello? Hello?
Evening, Mr. Tayali.
Yes.
Yeah, sorry, I've joined very late. I was doing some other jobs. I'm in Tanzania. But I know Umushku feeling so familiar Chilufya code and so. I'm going to show you like the full so. But Tayali, if we look for my election, tashikukali pena mna tuarusa na tuishemikala tuwagompesha wa banole pachawa katika mikaishta ile kuka ya nomba chengo kwenda kusala sana kwa opposition ya believe you me tapalo kwa wenga chikanga baba wa opposition. Hello?
Empire.
In isolation. We are just asking Mr. Membe Vaichefe, Bakalava, Onse Vaichefe, Wele Chapamo. Let's fight for our mothers and forget about who's going to be the leader of Nepo and selfishness. We're fighting a monster. When you are fighting a monster, ero veka vakese ikwatira inkondo vakese mkurwa apanga emiro kweva chichira muntu ende wombe peine wonani tapari okovareya ero chovarera uyo muntu echo arepo ali one participate ngap ifina kwisha idika rungu next vemembe vemuro kwacho since edika rungu wapo ewona alapianapo abantu balakonka ine nako ala bakwisha bakala bana wetofine bonse ale bakwisha katawabe pamo babo antemi to please why antu basambira sana hapo I don't know for them to buy me to a position to appoint.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
I want to know. Ah, when you put it up and just say you want to eat, much more like Kalipa. It's not push up, finish start, I'm the one to want it. Otherwise, get about to take out of over there. After that, push up, oh, say, the monopoly, then, everyone else are going to want to support it. They don't talk to nature. Now,
thank you. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Tai, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, just to contribute. If you remember previously, I did mention that putting the eggs in one basket, which is what has happened here, relying on ECL. It won't serve the opposition well in 2026 because there will be no figure there to challenge HH. The opposition should have been grooming someone by now, and not even for 2026, for 2031. But honestly, you do disappoint me, Mr. Tai, because I see you as a person who has a very big conceptual and imagination, ability. You are a person who can maneuver the whole country. But for you to fail to see these simple moves in the game, it beats me.
So now, my brother, listen.
You see?
Listen, I appreciate what you have said there. I appreciate the compliment. And with humility, I accept. Me, I tell you, I can move the country. I can move the country. But
I don't doubt that.
And when you say, some of these things, politics is not very easy. Things are not so straightforward. Even where I'm sitting right now, it's not so easy. Certain things, how to maneuver them, it's very difficult. It's very, very difficult. If for example, no, let me not go there, but basically just to tell you to say, it's not that I don't see some of these things, but you have to be very careful in politics because sometimes things are not as straightforward as you may want or as you may wish. So sometimes, even when you know something, you just ignore or you don't talk about it.
Yeah. But Mr. Tai, maybe my last contribution is I would want to see you playing a long game. Not these games where today you are, this week you are in this motion, the other week. Stand with that motion for long enough.
I am very consistent, and don't think that I don't have a long-term plan. I have a long-term plan. I have short-term and long plan. So plan B, I've got plan B. The one who holds plan B in the hands, it's me. Don't worry. One day you come and say, he knew what he was doing. Thank you, my brother.
We are watching. Thank you.
Hello?
Good evening, Master Tayali.
Good evening.
Mandini, Naikosa. Especially Naikosa, I'm just analyzing the Kawambwa by-elections, not patent to son as well opposition. It goes beyond you could vote in number, because we don't know, even if we vote in number, if former voters, we don't know how safe our votes are.
Exactly.
Even if we try to retaliate, but stuff fight as a one, the police are not on our side.
No, but
So
listen, don't say the police are not on your side. The police are just powerless under the circumstances. They are powerless. So you can give them power.
it's difficult, but I look at what happened to Sean Tembo being stabbed with a knife in the full view of the police.
Yeah. So why was he stabbed?
So,
Listen. Why was he stabbed in front of the police? How many did Sean Tembo? How many people were with Sean Tembo?
There were, according to what you were saying, there were 3 to 4 people.
Yeah. They were just, I think, from what I've heard, about 3 people. One of them was beaten badly.
Yes.
Sean Tembo was stabbed. 3 people. But how many were they? How many were they? So imagine if Sean Tembo had also driven into that political, into that constituency. If he had driven there with 10 cars, with 200 people, you think they would stab him?
Yeah. So now what it means that if Sean Tembo had driven with 10 or 11 cars in there, it means that would have had the loss of lives there or bloodshed. Because if people would stand to defend themselves and it will be bloodshed.
And whose fault? Listen, if that happened, whose fault is it? Whose fault is it? If
the head of state.
Yes. Yes. So now you have listen, I'm taking advantage. What you are telling me now, you have a situation where Hakainde Hichilema is issuing a statement to say we had a peaceful election. You see?
Which is
when his people were beating people. So it is peaceful as long as his people are beating the opposition. Now, opposition, because if we are going to react, then there will be. Let it be. Let it be.
Yes, what that is. So in conclusion, this is what happened in 2021. A lot of people were beaten. The votes were not gathered. And it's giving us a picture of what is going to happen in 2026. Kawambwa is like a picture now of what is going to happen in 2026. So as opposition, we need to strategize. And I don't know, just that we are scared to come out. The issue is we are now scared to come out because we can be killed.
No, we have spoken enough. Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello? 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 Hello?
Yes, how are you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I think our position. Sometimes don't fish much.
Are you speaking? Please, I think you are speaking through the. I don't know if it's loud or whatever. Speak directly in the phone because we can't hear you.
Are you able to get me now?
Yes, better. Yes, much better.
Okay. I think this issue of opposition have become too weak, very weak. Structure curricula, every time I'm a places, statements, Facebook, that doesn't help. They are doing really nothing on the ground to gain people's support. They are doing nothing. They are just trying on Facebook, trying places. That won't help. And the current regime, their plan is to destabilize the opposition and arrest every potential candidate for 2026. Those people with financial muscles, they will be arrested. So that at the end, so that when 2026 comes, UPND will become like almost unopposed.
Yes.
This is a strategy. This is a strategy. So when you look at PF, they have arrested people with money. They have arrested them. So they are following those with money, those with influence, they'll be arrested. 2026 will be walkover. So it's high time now the politicians, we need politicians in the country. We need opposition in the country. We need them, but now they are weak. And the other thing is that places. Let them also start using local languages that will trickle down to the grassroots. Muntu tusungu toma dictionary. Let them narrow down to the level of Satan.
Yeah.
Satan kalanda wantu wale ufwa. Muntu tusungu analyzing things tusungu. No, they should also start using local languages so that everyone will be able to hear. Yeah, we know they are educated, but they should at least narrow down to a certain level so that everyone will be able to get the message.
Thank you, my
we
brother.
We need opposition in the country.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Hello?
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 Hello? Sean Matadi.
Wina Vishanu Muka.
I am fine. My name is Folks started to contribute to the program. I'm quite new, but we know from London, Namakola is wanted. But here Matadi, we are looking at our current government, UPND. The question that we have, Matadi, is what type of government do we have in Zambia today? We have a dictatorship government. So, in short, what I'm trying to say is, even if we get all the opposition leaders united and all the people in their support, we are looking at a dictatorship type of government where the opposition political party leaders and the entire Zambian people who are against this dictatorship government have no say. Today we can team up to say, okay, let's go and do this. Whoever will be in charge of that meeting or any program will be arrested tomorrow, you will have no say, and will be in prison forever or for 10 years. Because the challenge that we have today is because Hakainde Hichilema has managed to paralyze all the systems of government, starting from the police, judiciary, Kwababa family, Okuyafkapena CZ council. So what is it that people can do to fight such kind of a leader? There's nothing. Even if we get united, we get the numbers of the people to say, let's be united and fight this government. We cannot.
Listen,
even if we transport people to go and campaign to certain areas.
Wait. You think the police, they can arrest you. They can arrest you if the people are in numbers to protect you. You think they can do it? Yeah?
Yes, Fatari.
They can't. People.
Yeah.
Listen, you are right.
Okay,
you are right that Hakainde Hichilema is a dictator, and the institutions of government have been compromised. But those Wakapokola to act normally, it is because people are allowing them. If the people rise up, Wakapokola, they cannot function. They can't. Wakapokola, they cannot arrest anyone. Wakapokola, they cannot keep people in prison. If people say no, Wakapokola, they can't. So, if you are once there is nothing that you can do. No, it's not true. There is something that you can do. People's voice matter. People have the power. Wakapokola cannot function in a country where people are not following orders. They can't function. How many are Wakapokola? How many? Compared to the general citizenry. So, I don't want, why I'm responding to you, I don't want people to think that they are hopeless. No, they are not hopeless. They are not hopeless. They can react, and Hakainde Hichilema and his government cannot do anything. Even if the police are with him, they cannot do anything.
Okay, so now for right? But the thing which I'm saying is this. As I in the first into neutralizing this system to a point whereby it has made every Zambian citizen weak. Understand women in about 2,000. The moment we come up with such a plan and say we are going to have a meeting or to go and campaign in Petauke, you and me are not going to arrive in Petauke.
Yeah.
He will put 1 million police officers all the way, and they will arrest everyone that should go there to go and campaign. This is the system.
We don't have
We are not supposed such kind of fight or solutions that you are giving us, Tayali, can only work in a country where there's democracy.
Okay, my brother, thank you. I hear you.
Thank you so much.
But
so the only solution that we have to fight this Hakainde Hichilema is I think we need some international organizations to be involved in the situation in Zambia before it gets out of hand, because this is too much.
Forget it. You need to start yourselves before you start calling on the international community. Fight it. You can fight. Hello?
Mr. Tayali, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yes, sir. I'm Sridham from Western Province. Yes, sir. I just want to contribute to one or two things on this program. The one thing which this Trev Mwinde should know is this. They need to have a strong opposition party. Not what they are doing. What they are doing is they are doing bad things and they are doing a right thing. Yes, they need to have a strong opposition party. They don't have to intimidate the opposition for them to work well, for them to lead us, for them to lead Zambia. Not what they are doing. We are watching, Zambia is watching. So the route they have taken is very unfair. They are mistreating the opposition very badly. They are not giving them the chance. They are not giving them the room. So now how are they going to work well? If they don't have that person who can correct them, to tell them, no, here you have made a mistake. How are they going to work? How are they going to govern? So Venemukosa should tame themselves. Not what they are doing. People are not happy outside here. We know what they are doing here, and these things which they are doing today, when they are backfiring. So that's what I wanted to contribute. Otherwise, good night.
Thank you. People are not hopeless. Power belongs to the people. People are not hopeless to fight back. Power belongs to the people. That's one thing that you should know. Power belongs to the people. And people are not hopeless to fight back. People can fight back. And the UPND should not be comfortable that they will continue abusing the law, abusing the institutions of government. And, things will go on as whatever. No, they shouldn't. They shouldn't. At one point, people will get fed up. At one point, people will get fed up with the dictatorship of President Hakainde Hichilema. And you will not be able, to boast, to say, we are here, to Arikalakale. He will not. He will not. All I'm saying is that, stop the dictatorship. Look at the plight of the people. Because if you don't look at the plight of the people, at one point, those people will not be able to take it. They will not be able to take it. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Tayali.
Yes, sir.
Yes, am I clear enough this time? I called earlier, but my line was cutting badly.
Yes, you're okay now.
Okay. So, thank you for the program. Otherwise, we're enjoying, and may you continue doing what you're doing. I just wanted to comment on the opposition as well. I think what we need, like you're saying, is a strong opposition that would take on the ruling government as at now. Personally, I, for one, have seen that I think we do not have a strong opposition party that would fight the ruling government as at now. And reason being, most of these opposition leaders that are trying to come together, no one. If they can stand and otherwise, if you look at Sean Tembo, but he was just we didn't see them in and so we can't fight the ruling government like that. That's to put it for your opponents. Rise up if we can start up something and the people rise up. Takwakati yo bakapokola bala station tapanne feeling style kapokola bala tina no kutina na nobody shafi ati fintu dance pay. So otherwise that is my question and have a lovely evening. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Indeed. I think allow me to conclude the program on that note, and basically just wrapping up is that the issue of Edgar Lungu, we know it's going to be difficult, but for us to start saying no, let Edgar Lungu choose, I think those who have got capacity, they should step up and let people see them at all ava not fair kula kuli Lungu. And what happened in Kawambwa is an eye-opener. Let us prepare for Petauke. Make sure we prepare for Petauke. Those of you with resources, please help with resources. The opposition is weak mostly because the resources are not there. So please help with resources so that people can prepare for Petauke very well. We should not allow Petauke to go to the UPND. And, I want to emphasize that UPND, President Hakainde Hichilema should not threaten or should not intimidate the people. They are very weak. Why are they weak? Because most of the cadres, they are suffering. And the people, the citizens, they are also suffering. And that makes them a weak government. I end here. May God bless you and good night.